So last October, Josh Simmons walked away from the Kansas City Chiefs, and nobody could tell you why. And in that silence, the internet filled in the blanks. Drugs, quitting, couldn't handle the pressure. Every single one of those takes were wrong.
And you were wrong, wrong, wrong.
If you've been carrying doubt about this kid going into 2026, you've been carrying something that isn't yours to carry. And today, I'm going to tell you what we actually found out about why he did leave. I'm going to show you what the numbers say about what he did on the field. And I'm going to show you what I saw at minicamp just 2 weeks ago that honestly has me more excited about this offensive line than I was last year. So let's go. Let's go back to draft night. Pick 32, last pick of the first round. Brett Veach calls Josh Simmons, Ohio State left tackle. And immediately you've got people on both sides of the fence here. And honestly, that's pretty fair. A guy projected top 10 before tearing his patellar tendon, coming in to protect Patrick Mahomes on a team that just allowed him to be sacked a career high 36 times just the previous season. And then the preseason happened. 0 pressures allowed, an 84.1 PFF pass blocking grade, and anyone watching him move, really watching, notice something here. This kid didn't move like an offensive lineman. He moved like an athlete. He had good footwork, hip mobility, the way he mirrored pass rushers in space. It was special. There was a basketball background buried in there, and it showed up on every single snap. Week 2 versus the Eagles. One of the most physical defensive lines in all of football. Simmons plays 36 pass blocking snaps and doesn't allow a single pressure. PFF grade, 87.8. That's not a guy surviving. That was a guy announcing himself to the league. And he kept building. By week 5, his pressure rate across 5 starts set at 5.4%. That was the third lowest among every left tackle in the league with at least 200 pass blocking snaps. The lowest by any rookie left tackle since 2018. Let that settle for a second. Rookie left tackle, recovering from knee surgery, and posting historic numbers in the first 5 games. You saw it, and you were right to be excited about it. But on the morning of October 12th, a few hours before kickoff against the Lions, he got on a plane to San Diego, and the story changed completely. I'm going to tell you what we found out about why. Stick with me. And real quick, hit that like button right now. It's free and it genuinely helps. Also hit that hype button. Now back to it. On October 12th, morning of the Lions game, Simmons didn't follow the standard communication protocols. He just left, got on a plane, flew back to San Diego. The Chiefs told the public 2 words, family matter, and said nothing else. Mahomes found out his starting left tackle wasn't there at warm-ups. Not the night before, at warm-ups. Andy Reid was tight-lipped. Veach took over personally. Drew Rosenhaus, Simmons' own agent, had 0 comment. And the internet did exactly what it does with that kind of silence. Every worst-case scenario and theory got passed around until it felt like confirmed reporting. Here's what I can tell you, and I want to be straight with you about where this comes from. I dug into this personally. Bobby Burrick at Outkick.com dug into this. We were able to verify that Josh Simmons stepped away for a medical situation. It wasn't drugs. Not a guy that wanted to quit football. Not a guy that didn't want to be in KC. A family member needed him, and that need was serious enough to pull him away even without going through the normal channels. Because when that call comes, you don't think about protocols. All the early reporting said this was his mother. I can tell you that was not accurate. It was not his mother. Beyond that, I'm not going to go any further because Josh Simmons came back to the media and he said something I think tells you everything you need to know about who he is. He said, quote, I kind of want to keep that in-house. With all due respect, I know everybody wants to know, but it's something I want to keep private. Obviously, family is the biggest thing Polynesians lean on. When you get in that, it just makes everything a lot better. A 22-year-old kid who went through something serious and came back composed, grateful, and private. No drama, no deflection. He thanked the city and went back to work. And the people around him, they were telling you who he was the entire time. Mahomes told reporters he was praying for his teammate. He wasn't frustrated. He wasn't questioning it. He was praying. And Andy Reid said this, it's not a negative situation. He's taking care of family. That's a head coach telling you in the most careful language possible, this is a good kid dealing with a bad situation, and it was real. The speculation got very loud because silence always gets loud, but the people who actually know him, they never wavered. Now here's the part that got completely buried in all the noise. What Simmons did when he came back and what he looks like right now. So stay right here. He came back and he didn't ease in. He jumped right back in. Week 11 versus Denver. First start since the absence. Week 12 versus the Colts. 96 offensive snaps. And then came Thanksgiving in Dallas. He dislocated and fractured his wrist. Left the stadium in a cast. Surgery, IR, season done. 8 starts. That was the total. Torn patellar tendon in college. 4 games for a family emergency. Wrist fracture on Thanksgiving. 3 chapters of adversity. And he never made it about himself, not one time. Now look at the numbers. 62.7 overall PFF grade across 526 snaps in 8 disrupted games. Pass blocking grade of 75.5. 25th in the NFL amongst qualifying tackles. Again, this was a rookie in complete chaos. Across the full 2025 rookie tackle class, he ranked 6th, while the guys above him played full, healthy, uninterrupted seasons, and he still came in 6th. Mahomes said it directly. He's gotten better every week that he's played. The sky is the limit. Patrick Mahomes calling his left tackle limitless. Write that down. I've stored it. And here's what I've been thinking about since minicamp. For the first time in 3 years, Josh Simmons has nothing to rehab. No knee, no wrist, nothing. So what does he do with all that freedom? Will he succeed? The Chiefs post a photo in May of Simmons in the weight room. It goes completely viral because he looks so different. Not offensive lineman different, athlete different. At mandatory minicamp on June 9th, a reporter almost does a double take asking about the transformation. And Simmons just smiled. He said it was, quote, kind of a side effect of working out every day, just trying to get stronger. Currently 285 to 290 pounds. He said he wants to be 300 flat by week 1, and he's not in that training room. He's in the film room, on the field, building the technical foundation injuries kept stealing from him over and over again. He said one thing at minicamp that stopped me cold. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's episode. Let's jump right into an entry. Let's do a little World Cup action today. I'm going to take Colombia attacker Luis Diaz versus the Congo, 0.5 goals. I'm going more. Plus, I'm going to take Orlando Mascara, Panama goalkeeper, versus Croatia with less, 33.5 passes attempted. I don't think Croatia is going to put that many shots on goal here. So let's go ahead, lock that in. And if you want to follow along with Prize Picks, come over, sign up, use code HMA, links in the description, and also follow at All Chiefed Up, and you can tell our picks throughout the season all the way into football season. Now back to the show. When asked what he focused on this offseason, he didn't say health. He said, quote, consistency. I wasn't as consistent as I wanted to be. I think a lot of people could see that. So that's something I'm hammering on right now.
I would say consistency. I wasn't as consistent as I wanted to be. I think a lot of people could see that, so that's probably just something I'm hammering right now.
A guy who missed 9 games through no fault of his own held himself to that standard, his own standard, not the internet standard. And when Andy Reid, I'm giving you his exact words here because they deserve to be heard. He said, quote, I'd say he had a pretty good rookie year. He did a nice job at that left tackle spot, and he'll take another step up from there. He hasn't just been there and done it. I think he has the confidence that he can compete against most guys in this league. He's a talented kid, end quote. You haven't seen the real Josh Simmons yet. Not fully. I don't think so. Nobody has. And that might be the most exciting thing about this offense heading into 2026. Josh Simmons left last October because something in his family needed him more than a football game did. That's admirable. He came back. He played through it. He got hurt again, and he spent an entire offseason becoming the best version of himself he's ever been without being asked to. The doubters, they had their moment. Now it's time to play some football. 2 things before you go. Does Josh Simmons play all 17 games in 2026? Yes or no? I want your honest take with that one. And by the end of this season, is he a top 10 left tackle in the NFL? Drop both in the comments below. And if this changed how you feel about Josh Simmons even a little bit, hit that like button for me. It helps more people find this channel, and that means a lot. So guys, let's stay locked in. Training camp is coming up soon, and I have a feeling Josh Simmons is about to make a lot of people look very wrong. If you want to hear more about Esapole and the right side, click this video right now. Until next time, go Chiefs.